Hello, welcome to the video. Today we'll be looking at the Lemfo Lem, which is a rather large Android smartwatch. Initially the size did faze me a bit. It felt very heavy when I was wearing it, and it was a bit junky. It was catching things and I didn't really like the feel of it to begin with. I preferred my DM99, which is the model below this one. Although I've come round to a new way of thinking and I'm kind of enjoying this one now. Obviously the upgrade has made a difference. It's very usable. I'm going to demonstrate now what I've done to it. When I got it out of the box, I didn't like the interface. I did like the clock faces, I thought they were nice, but to be honest, you get one of these smartwatches and it's not for showing you a clock. It's for its usability and general usage. You know, movies, games, internet, whatever. But you don't just walk around with a watch face on it. So I reinstalled a homepage app and basically went my own way with it. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to use a stylus rather than a finger because it's a bit neater and it doesn't get in the way as much of the camera. Right, the first page that's come up is my games page, although it really depends where it was switched off, to be honest. But on the games front, I've got some emulators. We've got an Amiga, a Spectrum, an Atari 8-bit, then we've got a Sega, Game Boy Color, or Game Boy Advance rather, and a Super Nintendo. They all work very well. I'm quite impressed with them. We've also got some games. There are racing games, shoot 'em ups. Let's have a look. Racing games, only a couple there. There's some shoot 'em ups which I enjoy a lot. Then we've got some Metal Slugs, which are good shooters. We got some platform games, Super Frog, Maxim the Robot, stuff like that. We got some running games. Vector 2 is a favourite, and some strategy stuff. Some of these are quite big games, and they take a bit of space, but with 32 gig it's not a problem. Now then, the next page we've got some widgets. We've got weather, volumes, and power. How much juice is left in the battery. On the following page, I've got a widget which explains runtime, temperature of battery and processor, how much battery's left, internet speed and data coming in, and yeah, use time and whatever. On the following page, I've got some widgets. These ones are to do with Wi-Fi on and off, Bluetooth on and off, data on and off, GPS on and off, and synchronize. Along the bottom, I've got how much drive space is left, how much memory is free, and how many apps are running, and a brightness. On the next page, I've got a music player. Normally I would switch my Bluetooth on, get my headphones connected, and then push play, and then I'd be off on my journeys listening to my tunes. It's very good on that front, to be honest. We've got some apps, some settings. In the settings, I've got Nova settings, as I'm using the Nova desktop experience. I find it one of the best ones. I've got my rotation settings. I've got my general settings and setting search, which is a nice little app for finding those bits that you have trouble with the normal settings app. We've got some apps, I don't know what ones. Yeah, 3C toolbox, that's to do with that large widget we saw earlier with the system information on. Elixir widgets, they're to do with the toggles for the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, etc. SD made just for cleaning up, and a tool My memory's gone blank, yeah, and some other stuff. Right, then we've got, what's this say? I'm having trouble reading. Oh yeah, my network apps. In there I've got various things, connections, trace, glass wire, and then I've got some streaming apps. Oh, my battery, yeah, such as YouTube and some others. We've got Google Play Store, Google Earth, Translate. I find them quite nice programs. Then we've got Via Web Browser, which is small and economical. We've got Messenger Lite for talking to people face to face with the front cam, and an FTP client. Next page, I've got my health stuff, my monitors, camera apps, and in there we've got various camera effects, gallery, etc. We've got some audio apps in there. We've got a recorder. This is the basic one that comes with the phone, a spectrum analyzer, and a music player and a visualizer. Then I've got my GPS stuff. I've gone for Nutty Tech apps, Nutty Tech maps, because it's nice. You can download your maps and you don't need to be connected to the internet. So when you're out in the field with your GPS on, it makes sense. Next page, I've got my games. There are shoot 'em ups, mostly shoot 'em ups actually. There are some miscellaneous ones, jumping ones. There are some arcade games. There are some running games. There are some strategy stuff, some platformers, and some racing games. On the next page, we've got weather, volumes, and power remaining. On the next page is that one. So there you go. As it scrolls through, you can go one way or the other, it doesn't really matter. And with a double tap on the side, I get my phone apps, my telephone dialer, call log, messaging, and people, you know, list of contacts. Oh, let's just get out of that, go back one. Right, double tap to get rid of that. So that's basically it as it's set up. Like I say, I did install a different homepage app. This isn't how it comes out of the box. When you get it, it's kind of a little bit basic, and it didn't impress me, so I went around this way. Okay, that's about it. Thanks for watching. I hope this explained what I've done and how I've set it up. I'm quite happy with the watch. Now I've got used to its size and weight, it's become second nature now when I've got it on. I don't really notice it sticking out like I used to. I've had it for a week or two, and so far so good. Right, thank you. That's about it. Ta-da.